Hey guys, in this video we're going to be installing Kibana, which is going to be the actual thing we're going to use to interface with our Elasticsearch service. And so to use Kibana, you will need to have already installed the MSI if you're using Windows and you're following what I'm doing for Elasticsearch. And we're using version 6.6.1 both for Kibana and Elasticsearch in this demonstration. And so, assuming that you've already installed Elasticsearch a priori, you will need to make sure that the Elasticsearch service is running while you're doing this installation. So if it isn't running, you're going to get aired out as soon as you try to actually run Kibana. And so with the Elasticsearch service running, and you can verify this by going to localhost 9200, we've confirmed that the Elasticsearch service is running in the background on our computer. We can minimize this command window, and you can check out the other video to see how we've installed it. Now we're going to move forward and actually install Kibana. So it's really just a matter of downloading the Windows zip file. This is a pretty big zip file, depending on your internet connection, but I've already downloaded it. What you're going to do is you're going to extract it, and then you're going to go into your downloads folder and actually run the bat file, the Windows batch script file associated with Kibana. So if we look at the properties here, this one was under my downloads folder, and under the bin directory, there is the kibana.bat. And so we've downloaded the zip, we've extracted the zip, and all we're doing now is actually running the batch file for Kibana, and it will ask us if we're sure we want to do this because we're executing an unsigned batch file, and this will take a few seconds to load. But once Kibana loads, we can go into a web interface and actually start playing around with Elasticsearch to create indices and do cool queries. So we're just going to let this go for a little bit. And the other thing I'd like to note here is that if you did not make sure your Elasticsearch service was running at this point, in the Kibana console pane, what you would see right now is a bunch of errors. But in this case, we see that it's running correctly. And so now, just like how Elasticsearch was running on port 9200 on our local machine, we're just going to ping the port 5601, and what we'll see is we now get this Kibana instance that we can start going around and playing with. So here we can go into dev tools, and you can go here to start making some cool queries on your Elasticsearch index. And so now you can move forward with actually creating your own indices and doing aggregations and all that other stuff with Elasticsearch. So if we run this search, we can see that the service is running, and Kibana is able to successfully interface with Elasticsearch. And so that's it for this video. And just to kind of give some more background here, what happens when you kill the Kibana process? We'll just go here, we type Control C, or we can close out this command window. It's going to, when we refresh the page at localhost port 5601, we're going to see how the Kibana service is no longer accessible. So this is only, you can only go onto a Kibana while you're running the service, and the Kibana service is dependent on Elasticsearch also running. So Elasticsearch is still running here, but if I go kill the Elasticsearch service right here, Control C, or I click the X here, it kills that. When we refresh this page, it's going to tell me 404, it aired out. So that's it for this video. You've now successfully installed Elasticsearch in Kibana, and you can start doing a lot more cool stuff. So thanks for watching. I hope you find this useful.